actually very happy with how I played. Very happy. Didn't go into a fourth set. I mean, 3-set match, 2.5 hours. It's pretty long. It's sneaky, kind of hot and humid here this week so far. Just sweating a lot, and the conditions aren't that easy. I mean, I saw Owens struggling with it a little bit on that court, but I had the better time to play when it was full of shade. But you're as big as I am, and you sweat a lot. It takes a lot out of you. So I'm very happy to be through in 3 sets.
Okay. Very good. Questions? Anyone? Ben.
How did it feel in your sort of first time playing possible last match? What was the emotions like?
Yeah, I mean it's a little bit emotional, but I think in a sense it's helping me free up a little bit. If I didn't win that match, it would be tough, but I'm very resolute in my decision to retire. There's no doubts about that. So I've just got to try to empty the bucket here. And one of the reasons I'm retiring is because my body is really sort of feeling it, and I know why right now too. I mean, it's not like it was 5, 6, 10, 12 years ago. So, but still alive, got a lot of adrenaline keeping me going, and we'll see what I can do.
Hi, John. Kevin Kurz with The Athletic. Obviously, this is a crowd that's desperate to see an American man make a run. Have you let it creep into your mind at all how, maybe just how cool it would be to go on a run and go out on a high note?
Oh, yeah, that would be amazing. I typically play better after I win my first match. The first one is the hard one for me because, you kind of come into a tournament on a little bit of a losing streak, haven't played much, you're only practicing, and the first one's the hard one. So if I can get my body feeling pretty good in 2 days, I think I should be tough to beat. I would love to, keep this going, of course, as long as I can. So we'll see what comes of that. But right now, I'm just one of the, I don't know how many Americans are still left, but I'm sure there's a lot. So I'm one of the bunch, and would love to keep going.
Ava.
John, Eva Wallace, The Washington Post. I know you said you started thinking about it seriously around the French Open this year, if that was right. Was there a singular moment where you were like, yeah, I know for sure? Did it kind of start creeping along?
Yeah, it's a great question. I would say, my plan at the beginning of the year was not to retire. Because, truthfully, I wanted to play this sport for as long as I can, but I wanted to play it at a high level. My ranking's really bad right now. I haven't been ranked this low since I first came on tour. So it's been 17 years of amazing consistency. So just trying to build my ranking back up with how my body's feeling just didn't seem too appetizing to me. But to answer your question, probably, yeah, maybe after the French and after Wimbledon, I think confirmed that as well. I didn't play a great match there. So it's fine. I've had an amazing run, so I wasn't gonna announce it then. I knew probably after Wimbledon that I wanted this to be my last tournament, and here we are.
How did it feel, kind of, when you, in your mind, finally was it? I think you mentioned relief the other day, or? Yeah, no, it's tough. When you're in the midst of your career, you don't think about this ever happening, but it will. Eventually, every player is going to retire. 10 years from now, it could be Taylor and Francis playing their last match here. Of course, they're not thinking about that, but it is going to happen. And, it's just, it has been, pretty emotional on the court at the end. I'm very glad I won. I think I would have been a bigger mess had I lost, but to have so many friends and family, and especially my wife and 4 kids getting on court with me, you can't replicate that, and it's just extremely special. And those are moments I will always remember, and we'll have amazing footage from that. And that's what it's all about for me right now, trying to create moments. I'm not trying to prove anything at this stage in my career. I just want to create some moments, and thought I had a pretty good one out there after the match today.
Hi, John. Bridget from the New York Post. Wanted to ask you how you feel about playing Michael tomorrow after the day he had
Thursday.
today. Oh, Thursday.
Yeah.
Thanks.
No worries. Yeah, well, first and foremost, I'm a big fan of Michael. He's a great guy, and he's really sort of come into his own this year. This is the best year he's had, I think, ever, and it's great to see because he's battled some injuries. He actually think he had some sort of surgery earlier this year as well, but he still kind of kept that momentum going. He played well in Australia and had a very comprehensive win today. So never played him before. Playing another American at the U.S. Open, it should make for a very cool atmosphere. Just looking forward to the match, and I believe I can win for sure. He believes he can win, so we'll see who the better man is.
Ben.
Do you ever, I know you're not like a typical big ego sort of guy, but do you ever step back and think about your sort of impact on the sport? I mean, you were the U.S. top guy for a lot of weeks, a lot of months, years, and without you there, it would have been a very dark chapter in American men's tennis results-wise for a long time.
Yeah.
And you led to rules being changed at Grand Slams. There's no more there's final set tiebreaks now because of you, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you ever sort of step back and think about, like, actually sort of left a mark on this sport in my way?
I haven't really put too much thought into that. I mean, I do take pride in, or I did take pride in being the top-ranked American for as many years as I was, but at the same time, I also realized that, it wasn't the 1990s, where America had 5 guys in the top 10, but there were certainly some times where I was the only person in, like, playing Madrid and Rome, the only American there for a couple years, and that was sort of weird for me, but yeah, what my legacy is, I'm not sure. I want to be remembered most importantly for, from my colleagues as a guy that I'm pretty easy to get along with off the court. I think I've had great relationships with the guys before me, my contemporaries on tour like Stevie and Sam and Jack and then the young guys. I mean, I feel like I get along with all of them, and I'm always going to be in their corner when I'm long gone, and I will be willing to lend a helping hand too if anyone ever wants that. If it's just advice, it's advice. So I would just want my legacy to be someone was being pretty affable and easy to get along with.
Once you're gone, they can get rid of the final set tiebreaks?
That would be, then I would know it was definitely me. Yeah, if they did that, if they just reverted back to the old ways when I'm gone, then you can 100% pin that on me. It's probably like 92% on me, but it'll be 100%, yeah.